This is the Microlink receiver. And this is the Inspiro transmitter. Now what you'll need to do is pick a responsible person to check the student's hearing aid function each morning. To do this, disconnect the Inspiro transmitter from the charging cord. Check the battery in the student's hearing aid with a battery checker if one has been provided to you. Be sure to close the battery door completely before proceeding. Attach the audio shoe, if it is not already attached or if it is not built in. Attach the Microlink receiver to the audio port in the hearing aid or the audio shoe. Place the hearing aid ear mold opening close to your ear and listen as you turn on the transmitter. To turn on the Inspiro transmitter, push the slider on top of the transmitter to the left. You will see a green color showing underneath the slider. You should hear 3 beeps. You should then speak into the Inspiro transmitter's microphone. You should hear yourself through the hearing aid in the Microlink receiver. If you do, that's great, the system is working. If you don't hear yourself, try the following. Look at the battery counter on the face of the Inspiro transmitter to determine if it has been fully charged. The Inspiro transmitter should be charged in the off position each night. Check the microphone button on the Inspiro transmitter to ensure that the microphone is not muted. Push the sync button on the face of the Inspiro transmitter while holding the Microlink receiver close to the Inspiro and listen again. If you still don't hear your voice, turn off the transmitter and the receiver and repeat the entire process. If you still don't hear your voice, contact your audiologist. What you cannot do is rely upon your student to tell you if the receiver is working. If the student says that it is not working, just go through the steps as we have outlined them to determine whether it's functioning or not for yourself. The Microlink and Inspiro combination can also be used in conjunction with a DynaMic pass-around microphone. It's important to note that the DynaMic is designed for use with the Inspiro on the multi-talker network. It does not function as a standalone transmitter. To activate the multi-talker network, be sure both the DynaMic and the Inspiro are turned off. Turn on the Inspiro first by pushing the slider to the left. Now initiate the multi-talker network. Push the OK button. Push the down arrow once to highlight multi-talker network. Push the OK button. Push the OK button again to activate the multi-talker network setup. Turn on the DynaMic. The switch on the bottom of the DynaMic transmitter is near the antenna. You will see a green light when it is turned on and charged. It must be turned on during the audio pairing timing window of 8 seconds. The DynaMic joins the multi-talker network as a secondary transmitter. After the initiation is complete, the name of DynaMic appears and on the Inspiro's LED screen. Press OK. The multi-talker network setting is stored in the Inspiro transmitter. The Inspiro and DynaMic transmitters can be turned off in the multi-talker network mode. For instance, when the child leaves the room or goes to lunch. When they are switched back on, the multi-talker network mode can be selected by simply turning on the Inspiro and pressing Continue. In this case, there's no need to reinitiate the network. The DynaMic transmitter will join the network after the 8-second pairing window. Now, when the equipment is not being used, it should be taken to the classroom and put into the case provided. The following steps should be used. Turn off the Inspiro transmitter and plug the charging cord into the Inspiro and, of course, the other end into a wall socket. The Inspiro must be in the off position to charge properly. If you're using a DynaMic transmitter, it too should be turned off and the charging cord should be plugged into the transmitter and then into a wall socket. The Microlink and the audio shoe, if there is one, should be removed and placed in the case provided. Batteries are provided by the audiology department for the hearing aids when an assistive listening system is being used. The Microlink pulls energy from and depletes the batteries of the hearing aid. For even more explicit instructions, please access the Microlink Inspiro DynaMic user guide or even the shortcut guide. Both of these are available on SharePoint in the audiology section.